care, isn't it? Personal care.
I request everybody, nobody use the chemical. Nobody use the chemical. It is non-carcinogenic, eco-friendly. Please.
Sure, thanks. So thank you. From home care, we are moving on to personal care. Yeah, home care. So we just spoke about home care. We'll move on to personal. We'll touch every segment possible, and then we'll have personalized, individual questions that I have created. Yeah. So moving on to Vasudha-ji, personal care. What do you think is the most challenging aspect in getting into the personal care industry as an entrepreneur right now?
So I'm not dealing with personal care. Personal care is
Oh, you're into home care.
Yeah, it's for my experience I'm sharing for rashes and ear pain. And so basically, I call my brand Miracle Enzyme, right? So can you get me any one cleaner from the market that can do your home cleaning, can act as a fertilizer, purify your air, take care of your ear pain, rashes, pimples, acne, cuts? Any one cleaner? No, right? But Bioenzyme can do all of it. So that is why I called it the Miracle Enzyme. So it was like at midnight, at 3 o'clock, I had this terrible ear pain, and I don't know why, I never had ear pain. That day in the afternoon, I had seen one video where Rakesh ji had told that कान में खारिश हो तो भी enzyme लगा सकते हैं. And it just, I don't know, it just happened for me to experiment with it. I had the rose enzyme ready, and I just took the earbud and put it inside and just swirled it around. And that very moment, the pain went away, vanished. Absolutely. And I was like stunned, and my belief with it, that is how, that stronger belief, all of us over here sitting will agree that we have with Bioenzyme. And that moment I'm messaging all of my friends, what happened, and it is so, overwhelming for me. So with that, it went to cuts, wounds, pimples. I have many experiences of others, my customers and my group that I have, Miracle Enzyme people sharing. Whenever they're applying this diluted, I would like to mention, as we have been taught in academy, less is more, right? So less means any time we need to use Bioenzyme, we need to use it diluted. So we just dilute the Bioenzyme, and I have the PPT. Yeah. So
we just need 1 minute of your answer.
Okay. So yeah. So I would just go about the cuts, wounds, pimples, acne, everything, rashes have been cured with Bioenzyme, and just trust it and believe it and use it.
Thank you so much, Vasudha. It's a request to all the panelists to limit their response within a minute or two. We do not have time to present, and we are very sorry. No, we're not presenting, and that's the reason why we've clubbed 2 sessions together so that we can have a snack break early. All right. All right, so moving on to Yogini Bapat, Vice President, Bioenzyme Council, West Bengal. Yogini, what motivated you to start creating bioenzyme-based home care products?
Good evening, everyone. So you have to hear me out just for 1 minute again.
1 more minute.
Yes, 1 more minute. So basically, I learned making bioenzymes from my president, Deepika, and I wanted to know what all it is. Does it really work? Because I had heard so many things about being one product, such a versatile product that it can wash my clothes, it can wash my greasy surfaces, it can clean the toilet, it can clean the floors, everything. So I just wanted to try it out. Does it really work? So I was just, just thought, I have a lot of time during the lockdown, so why not just give it a try? And when I tried it, believe me, it was a miracle. It was indeed a miracle which I saw during the cleaning process. Yes, miracle. So, one product, imagine we go to the markets to buy so many different products for home care. And here I have one product made out of my waste which we have created in the home, and I am not going out for any containers for it. I have the containers at home. Everything I can do it at home. At the same time, I'm reducing the waste which is going to the mainstream of the waste which is going to the mainstream, and above all, I am reducing the toxic waste which is going through my cleaners into the water bodies. When we just point out at the industries are producing all the chemical waste, then remember always there are these three fingers which are pointing towards us. We are also responsible. So that is why I started making Bioenzymes, and this is my journey for the home cleaners.
That's really wonderful. Thank you. I mean, she has a very good guide and a mentor with her, the president of Wiki Bioenzyme Council, West Bengal, Deepika Jalan. So this question is for you, Deepika. Now, we understand that you make a lot of personal care products. So how do you ensure that your products are safe and effective for consumers or customers?
I have, everything is tried and tested on me, first of all. So I can say I am the guinea pig of my own products and my family members. And I believe in Bioenzyme blindly ever since I have been using it. And believe me, since we are talking about the applications of Bioenzymes everywhere, and we know it can clean very well, but even our skin is the largest organ of our body, and it also consumes. So whatever we are putting into our skin also needs to be taken into consideration. So Bioenzymes can create a lot of miracle in the skincare field as well, because it can replace so many alcohol-based products. We can forgo the preservatives, we can forgo the artificial and synthetic colors, and we can also make the daily skincare products and every other routine that whatever we are following very simplified, because a single product can do so many things. We don't need gender biased products or so many different kinds of continuous skincare regime for that. So a simple thing can be used for your hair, same can be used for your skin, skincare, same can be used everywhere, right? So basically, this is what exists, everywhere it can be applied. So why not skincare?
Thank you. Thank you so much. When she was talking about the gender bias product, I mean, I see a lot of young men, college boys also started using lip balms these days, So, yeah. Don't you think so? So, that was a nice point that you raised. And moving on to Rita ji. Rita ji, please tell me, what kind of challenges do you face as an entrepreneur? I mean, I'm sure that as a homemaker, as a home manager, you manage a lot of things because it's a bigger responsibility for women, because they'll have to manage themselves, their children, their spouses, their families, their in-laws, and everything else, and then be an entrepreneur. So that's quite a lot of challenge, because you'll be traveling in so many boats at one point of time. So as an entrepreneur, and I mean as being performing in all these roles, what do you think is a challenge for you right now in taking your products to the market or marketing your products?
First of all, I am not an entrepreneur, I am an entrepreneur in making. So, and I am a retired government officer from railways, and I was passionate about composting. From the journey of composting and spreading in railways, I came to know about bioenzymes. Then I started making bioenzymes, as Deepika and other people say. I am using bioenzyme all in my sphere of life. But I am more fascinated towards agriculture. I own a small lot, and I learned natural farming. Modi ji has given a target to India to convert from chemical farming to regenerative farming and natural farming and Rishikesh. Here a lot many farmer friends are there. So bioenzyme also plays a lot of role in natural farming, apart from cow waste, fertilizers and what you are doing. I am also trying natural farming in my farm, and I'll share that all products from cow waste, fertilizers and Gomutra and Panchagavya and Jivamrit and Ghan Jivamrit, I am using bioenzyme extensively. I made bioenzymes from ginger, chili, garlic, neem enzyme, moringa enzyme, garbage enzyme, and Mosami citrus enzymes. All I am using in my plants, and they are coming out so well. So this is my mission, to train people, train farmers, go to villages and teach them the natural farming, which Modi ji has given a target to us, and the bioenzymes. So we can use all our waste. We can say, in the morning session we said, waste is a resource. I say waste is a resource and it is a black gold. We should convert this gold.
Thank you so much, Rita Sahuji.
And one more question is coming to me. When I was started doing farming, I went to the shop in the village for asking Jivamrit, Jagan Jivamrit, bioenzymes. Nobody is selling. Nobody is selling it. So I asked government, we can ask government, we have a repeated supply, established supply chain for fertilizers, urea, DAP to farmers. Why we can't have something for natural farming? We can use the same supply chain, the assessment is there, or we can have something to devise, so that each and every person can have availability of bioenzymes and the natural farming things. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Well, it so happens that, as a panelist, you're trying to experiment by clubbing two sessions together, and panelists are generally, some of the panelists might feel so tensed. It's the same situation with the moderator as well. Instead of reserving a question to be asked the entrepreneur section panelist, I asked this gentle lady, and she was so kind to answer it in the right way possible. Thank you so much, Rita ji, for answering that question. So I reserved that question for Samira ji, actually.
Hello. Hello.
All right, so moving on to... yeah, sorry? Pratibha. Yeah, you are going to talk about different uses.
No, I'm going to talk about gender.
Gender, okay. All right, so Pratibha would like to share her experience on how she connects with Bioenzyme in about a minute or two.
Good evening. My name is Pratibha. And first of all, thank you to Mumbai University for hosting the event. And a big thank you to all the dignitaries and, of course, to all the guests who have been listening out. And basically, I am a lot into natural farming. I'm associated with Guru Shri Ravi Shankar. And as you all know, we have about 2.2 million farmers who have been introduced to natural farming. And I am lucky enough to take over and do some work at the Kosi Ashram near Mathura for Gurudev. So this bioenzyme thing came suddenly. I mean, of course, we are into natural training and farmers and everything. But because we have a lot of people associated with us, a gentleman named Chintan Vyas from Gujarat introduced me to Nageshji. And he started sending us bioenzyme complimentary. I was always telling him, take the money, take the money. He was not taking the money. Correct? And couriering it, everything. And at that time, we were facing a lot of problem with the soil at Kosi. There were chemical inflow, everything. But we took up the challenge, and believe you me, I can tell you that we were spraying this bioenzyme given to us by him. Untimely rains came, everything. Our crop stood still. Today, we have 5 kinds of natural rice, which we have kept outside. Black, green, all those, things, and a kind of wheat, Sona Moti, which is the oldest, wheat propagated. So, this is what more can I say? Everybody used to say, कि कीड़ा लग जाएगा, ये हो जाएगा, वो नहीं डाल रहे, कुछ नहीं डाल रहे, दीदी आप ये नहीं कर रहे, वो नहीं कर रहे, पानी आ गया. I said, चुप करके, just do it. And he was guiding us. I mean, we have a big team, but he personally took attention. He was guiding my one boy over there, and we were doing it. And of course, I was like a hawk on them, what they were doing. But now, what more can we say? जब सब कुछ गिर गया और वो खड़ा रह गया. Call it Gurudev's grace also. But इससे ज़्यादा क्या हो सकता है? So that is what my experience is. And one more thing. We cannot say PM Modi has said Ganga साफ करेंगे. We have to be with them. Correct? We have to be in the motion. We have to stand totally. या हम उनको हाईवे मिनिस्टर को कह देंगे कि आपने ये कहा था. We have to all stand. And I believe you me, I've had an experience in Kosi where we were facing a very big problem with water pollution coming inside. We fought it out. We've got the pipes done, and it's running. So where there's a will, there's a way. You cannot give up. I mean, I believe in that. We cannot complain. Jai Hind.
So this is, I totally agree with the point that Pratibha was emphasizing on. It has to be a Republican movement. I mean, we all are Indian Republicans, and we, run this country, and we choose our representatives. So we don't have to wait for someone who's going to start an initiative. So we have to be the initiative. We have to take initiatives and move forward. Thank you so much. So moving on to Bhaskaran.
He wants me to say something.
Sorry.
Okay. I'm sorry for the interruption. We are expecting Guru Ravi Shankar to visit Kosi maybe in November or December. The dates are not fixed. So after today's experience, what has come in my mind is that even I spoke to Patanjali sir, and he said he would also we would like to have a collective meeting over there of all the top people in different spheres of natural farming, bioenzymes, and of course we could highlight khas and black turmeric in a very big way. And, and Gurudev could be there, and we could, show it live on YouTube, and that way we can spread the message all over the world. So we would like to tell you in advance that we are going to plan for such an event in the near future, and we all invite you to Kosi, the doorstep of Vrindavan.
Sure, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. You can pass on the mic to Bhaskaran. So, moving over to Bhaskaran, an entrepreneur. Can you please tell us,
We are planning to make a good institution as a Kochi, and we are developing a R&D center for the farmers. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so Bhaskaran, I'm sorry. All right, so please tell us, can you tell me some of the bioenzyme-based animal care products, if I presume I'm right, that you work with, pet care products?
Yes.
So how did you start, and what kind of products do you have, and where do you see, what are the uses that you have?
Thank you, Srikant. Be blessed by the divine, and thank you for Bioenzymes Entrepreneurs Academy. Well, moving on to the question straight away. Pet care industry, it is much expensive than for human medication. Very expensive, and I see on my daily life all the pets along the street with no care. Okay, and also the pets are given better care than the humans nowadays, and they spend their fortune for their development and the breed and all aspects. But why not for the other? Even cattle farms are not being taken care nowadays, except the farmers. Now even farmers are reducing their in their angle. So recently, Preeti has given me an opportunity to translate the Lambi, how we treat the procedure for Lambi, to translate it in Tamil. That made me to think why we are not concentrating more on the pet care demo. Well, I have experimented on street dogs or in my own pet. The change is amazing. The result, which I never experienced on the first day of the application. I just saw a pet on the street, fully infected, no skin. It's fully damaged. I just have sprayed over while I'm talking to my brother. Within 2 days, the skin is completely healed. Completely healed. No hair otherwise. And then 7th day, that miracle happened, Vasudha. Yes, they have started growing. And within 4 weeks, it's become normal. Okay, so that has given me, an opportunity to experiment more and more in detail and obviously Dr. Rosukan has also shed some lights on how to treat a life, not just a pet. Okay, so now I have my mentor, Mr. Shrikant Arji, has given me directions to work on facing bromelain, papain, and I'm not a scientist or a chemist. Otherwise, I'm learning. I'm still learning, and I request mentors and scientists to support me and help me to develop the products and curate and mature so that it goes at right time, even because the pets, they cannot speak. I recently found very simple two terminology when we describe about bioenzyme, what it does. Bioenzymes are derivative of a plant. So it decomposes or it changes the shape of a bioproduct, but the life continues. The life remains same. The property of the herb or the plant is preserved. It's preserved and it is taken care well. So that is the treasure where the source for my experiment. And I wish, or I expect wishes from you all and support from the panel, moderator, scientists, and Mumbai University and all around the globe, including Dr. Asukan, to support me to take care of pets further. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, moving on to the other side of the panel, they have been sitting and been waiting for fielding some questions to you, Dr. Kritika Jain. What role do you see government policies and regulations playing in supporting the growth and development of bioenzyme industry? And what changes do you like to see in this regard? The question, what role do you see government policies and regulations playing in supporting the growth and development of bioenzyme industry? As you are an entrepreneur, you have been developing quite a lot of products, and you have been tied up with a couple of organizations back in Australia. And it has been a challenge because you have to work. I mean, to give a heads up about Dr. Kritika Jain, she had literally struggled to get a proper license or a certification done in a different country, and trying to establish a foothold in terms of getting her products sold on the shelves. So as an entrepreneur, I mean, this is very important because, this question, as you see from your experience, so I have reserved this question for you. What kind of government policies or regulations, should play, to regulate the growth and development of bioenzyme-based industry?
It's not just my opinion, it's majority of the people's opinion. When it's coming from the government perspective, people are more in the receptive mode compared to if I just stand and say, who am I to stand and say, right? Now we are a committee, organization, and if we are saying people are receptive, that it's not just one person who is doing, there are many persons who are doing. And if it's coming from the government perspective, people will accept it. Like for the COVID, people are like, okay, we have to use the sanitizer. They don't know why to use it, but they are using because it's coming from the government policy. Wearing the mask coming from the government. They don't know why to do, what to do, how to do, but they are doing it. Similarly, if bioenzyme is coming from the government, so I feel like people will be in the receptive mode and they will listen.
That was a good answer. I did not expect such an answer. But I mean, that really throws a lot of, it provokes a thought in each one of our mind, because she just said it all. I'm not going to repeat those, what do you call, trigger words.
I think we are at that platform today that, yes, we are trying to advocate or lobby the government that we want this at a global level.
Are we going to lobby them?
Yes, we will.
Okay,
We will have the power.
that's interesting. So if
In Australia, at least people have the power. It's very easy to go to the MP and do it, but they need documentation, they need insurance, they need compliance. If I have all that, I can go to the parliament today to do it, but I need all your support to do the documentation.
Fantastic. Okay.
We always with Deepika and we come forward support. Thank you very much.
Definitely. All right, so moving on to Sharat. Sharatji? Shar Sanjeev ji, sorry. Oh, sorry. Sanjeev ji, please let us know about your experience with bioenzymes and how far have you come, so that we all would like to know about yourself.
Yeah, first of all, I just want to say, you know about bioenzymes, but in my organization, Indian Gramin Services, we are working on livelihood space, not specifically in bioenzyme, but we do work with so many community champions who are working in agriculture, forestry, allied spaces, and also the non-farm entrepreneurship and enterprise space. So while working with the community and working with those community leaders and champions, so my experience in the development sector is they have enough strength, enough power and aspirations. Only they need some enabling environment to do. And for the past few years, what we are experiencing that we are also passing through the decade of ecosystem restoration, where nature-based solution is the buzzword. So there are industries, NGOs, government at the national and regional level, and entrepreneurs are actually trying, testing, contributing to have different kinds of solutions towards nature-based solutions, which is actually contributing for the environmental sustainability. So COVID-19 actually experienced in India actually where people are actually shifting from chemical to more the bioenzyme-based solutions, be it home care or agriculture or many other things. So what I see that the opportunity for green economy is there. What I can say that eco-inclusive enterprise. So there is a need and potentiality of green champions. I can say that the bioenzyme entrepreneurs have enough role to play. They need robust training and capacity building support and skilling in a very, very comprehensive way. Once the champions of the bio-entrepreneurs are developed, they need further ecosystem of having a fantastic policy framework, market, in the whole value chain, starting from production to market to branding and also promotion, financing, everything, which is actually missing. And in the previous panelists, they have also stated about the standardization, the quality, everything. So we need evidence-based things, which is actually going to influence because already India is hosting G20 for this year, and in Glasgow, COP26 Prime Minister also already started the movement for that the lifestyle for environment. It is the real time, and this symposium is also very timely. I can see there is enough scope for the bioenzyme entrepreneurs, and where BEA's role is actually crucial. I can see BEA can play an important role, and particularly in the country like India is actually enabling the environment of startup and also MSME's definition has been changed. So there are very positive environment is there. So we need to have a collaborative approach if we were actually really interested for transformation, because people are working in silos. And the gentle lady also spoken about there are so many interesting things are there. Why not it is happening on the ground? It needs transformative collaboration is there, because whatever things are actually happening, many things actually in a very smaller way, pilot way, it is actually happening. It needs scaling up where bioenzyme entrepreneurs can play a role. And tomorrow actually we are going to observe the Earth Day, and for me actually every day is Earth Day. And this year's theme is the invest in our planet. So I am going to conclude by saying that invest on bioenzyme entrepreneurs to drive the sustainability, to protect our mother earth from further damage. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Speaking of robust collaborations, I would move on to Ganesh Ram to answer this question. Yeah. Over to Ganesh Ram. I know you have been working on a lot of community-based collaborations, and I mean all through your life. I mean, to give you a heads up of Ganesh Ram, he is a naturalist and he has been traveling across the country. He's created many entrepreneurs and also different communities, and his focus is primarily on food. So it's been quite some time that he has joined us as an advisor of Bioenzyme Entrepreneurs Academy, and he's been working on robust, aspects, innovations in terms of how we collaborate different communities. So my question to you, Ganesh, how can bioenzyme entrepreneurship benefit the rural communities? You just have to slide. Yeah.
Hello. Yeah. Can you hear me now? Sorry, Shrikant, can you come again?
The question is how bioenzyme entrepreneurship can benefit rural communities.
Given the existing scale at which bioenzyme has developed so far, I see it as it's a citizen science movement where people have come together, learned and shared and grown this. And there are thousands, if not lakhs, of practitioners that are already producing bioenzyme right now. And it's amazing that there are so many people who are already doing it. But given the scale at which this actually needs to happen on ground for it to actually impact the soil, the air, the water, the forest that we all would love to preserve, I realize that we're an extremely small group that actually holds the knowledge on how this is done. And the scale at which this needs to spread is enormous. Like if we took an example, if I just took some numbers, we have about 766 districts across India if we just took this one country. It's not enough to have one center at each district because that's too small. We have 30,000 gram panchayats, 6 lakh villages, and we need bioenzyme in every one of them if we actually want to create that impact. So I see that the only way this would move is for rapid rural entrepreneurship to build around bioenzymes. I'm glad that BEA is doing this multilingually and holding this platform for it to spread in multiple ways. And I think we definitely need to take help to see what are the different ways in which this could reach out in terms of the ecosystem support, digital help required, online classes, training, everything that Sanjeev ji also mentioned. For everything that is required for a rural entrepreneur to start doing this. Considering the potential of bioenzymes with all the applications and the number of raw materials that can be used to do it, I understand that it can be done from almost all plant material. Since I come from a field of ecology and I understand that a little better than anything else, we have about 50,000 species of plants across India, 8,000 of which is mentioned in Ayurveda being used for medicine, food, everything else. So there are that many different kinds of bioenzymes that can be produced unique to each region, unique to each district, possibly a group of villages. And each of them have their own ways by which they need to be produced. They have their own standards that need to be maintained. I see that only this diversity of different bioenzymes being honored from different places and holding the space for each one of them is the only way that we'd actually be able to make impact on ground. Otherwise, it seems great that we're able to meet and discuss this here, but it's an extremely small group that holds this knowledge, and it needs to spread from that 1%, 2% of the population to everyone else.
Thank you so much, Ganesh. Moving on to Samira ji. I mean, from what you have mentioned, what Sanjeev and you have mentioned, I mean, this is just a little continuation to Samira ji. As an entrepreneur, Samira ji, what do you think is the most important aspect for an entrepreneur to hone, I mean, in terms of skills, in terms of, skills or expertise, to be in that space or to be in that position of an entrepreneur?
Well, if I talk about the bioenzyme as per se, I don't think we need any expertise. We need a skill to, convince people that it is as equal, as effective as any other, chemical cleaner, and it works on the similar, similar potency or the similar effectiveness. So we need that skill to convince people and to convince, the government that there should be some policies. I tell you about, I met a person from Skill Council for Green Jobs. So he was a director over there. So I asked him, sir, you have so many modules for the green jobs, and we talk about circular economy or green economy. So why can't we add another module for bioenzyme in that? And for that he just went blank. No, we have to talk from we have to take permission from the superior authorities, and then there is a lot of communication and similar things. So I think more than anything we need to have that conviction that let's just try. The green economy or the circular economy, it's a new concept. In India, it's a new concept, and we all are evolving. So let's take that risk to evolve. Let's take that risk to just go on. Why to have anything 100%? Why we aspire to do anything 100%? Why not we start with 40%? Why not we start with just 50%? Let's start it as a volunteer. I have been working as a citizen volunteer in this area, and I always believe in working on the ground. Let's just start it. So I think more than anything else, we have to just start it from anywhere. We have to just start it. So as a bioenzyme user, or maybe I'm teaching bioenzyme, I don't need any more skill to convince myself or to other. But more than anything, I really believe that the authorities and the ministries and the similar platforms like this Council for Green Jobs, they really have to take the action. The action is a must thing. Without action, there is just the words, there is just the data, there is just the information. We have to take the action, and then seeing is believing. The way we are talking about the bioenzyme, when people start using the bioenzyme, I don't think we need any more test or the reports or any other validation. The seeing is believing, the using is believing.
Exactly. So we have a different perspective of a thought, slightly different from what Dr. Kritika Jain was talking a while ago. And when she was saying, why do we need to wait for government? Why don't we start the movement ourselves and make a difference when it comes to it? So keeping the entrepreneurship aside, so to answer, I would like Madhumita to answer this particular question. So what kind of challenges do you see in terms of marketing your product as an entrepreneur, you yourself?
Yes. So while we have placed in the supermarket, right? So we need to compete with the other cleaners which are present already, like conventional cleaners. So it's really available in a very, very low cost. While comparing to the this comes under organic product. So what happens is the price difference. It's making a lot of it's like a barrier for the consumers. So while placing in the supermarket, we have to pay some margin to the supermarket. So apart from that, the profit and the packaging, the production cost. If we have a promoter, for the promoter we need to give the salary. So all these things should be covered. So while it comes to the commercial part, it's really we need to work on the packaging to reduce the cost and give it in a reasonable way. That was a big challenge for us, and this challenge, right? So it can be. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. How do you overcome this challenge? This is a pressing problem for every entrepreneur. I'm sure most of us, as entrepreneurs, we have this particular challenge, to compete with the conventional products which are already there in the market. So what do you think could be better? How can we overcome? What do you think? Where do you see yourself overcoming this particular challenge?
Yeah. So it's nothing but we need to reduce the cost of production, the packaging and everything, and we need to make the people understand that this product is worth to use, and it is beneficial to, it is, as every one of the panelists said, it's really beneficial and it does not harm the environment in any way. So it's like we need to make the people understand that the cost is worth it. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
so moving on to Satish Jain. Okay, we've seen the different types of uses of bioenzyme, and we've understood what kind of challenges under different perspective of entrepreneurship and opportunities that we have in terms with bioenzyme. Now here is a person called Satish Jain, and he's not an entrepreneur, and he's a bioenzyme user, but what he does is he only produces bioenzyme, and all his life he's only producing bioenzymes, and so far he's produced more than 50,000 liters of bioenzyme. So he started his bioenzyme manufacturing journey in 2019, and then till now, as we speak, he keeps on batching bioenzymes. What does he do? He does not sell them. He just gives it away. So there is entrepreneurship at one side, and there is challenges in terms of marketing. We need to reduce the cost. But here is a man who just donates bioenzyme for free. All he says that you just have to pay me transportation cost and the can cost or the container cost. That's all. I'll send it to you wherever you are, in whichever part of this country. So the question is to you, Mr. Satish Jain. What inspired you to do this, number one? And number two questions for you. Number two, how are you able to manage, producing such a large quantity, and why?
उन्होंने बोली, मैंने बोला चलो, एक महीना सोचते सोचते लग गया कि क्योंकि वो ठेकेदार था तो बड़ा मशीन चलता था, ट्रक चलता था, पूरा एक कंस्ट्रक्शन साइट जैसा फील्ड आता था, वैसा सोचते सोचते एक महीने निकल गए। मैंने बोला यार ये तो बहुत हो गया। बाहर पान दुकान से एक 2 लीटर का डब्बा लाया, मैं बोला आज तो करना है। फ्रिज से नींबू निकाला, खाने वाला गुड़ निकाल करके मैं बोला पहला बैचिंग कर दीजिए। I have completed 4 years of my batching in 2 days before 19th of April. I have completed 4 years. तो पहले सवाल का जवाब हो गया आपका। दूसरा सवाल बताइए।
अब ये करते क्यों हैं? क्यों आप मुफ्त में बायोएंजाइम बांट रहे हैं? जो भी किसान बायोएंजाइम पूछेंगे इनके पास, ये बस ऐसी बेच देते हैं, बेचते नहीं हैं।
क्वांटिटी कैसे करते हैं? क्वांटिटी करने के लिए पागलपन होना वो मेरे में है, उससे होता है जुनून। सेकेंडली चीज कीमत क्यों नहीं लेता मैं, पैसे क्यों नहीं लेता? तो जो लोग मुझसे बायोएंजाइम मंगा रहे हैं वो उपयोग करने के लिए तैयार है। उन्होंने पहले तो कीमत दे दी मेरे को कि दे आर रेडी टू यूज द बायोएंजाइम, तो दे हैव ऑलरेडी गिवन मी द कॉस्ट। और उसके बाद में जब हम इसको प्रयोग करेंगे तो इट्स ऑल एवरीबडीज रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी। हमने ज़मीन को ठीक कर लिया, हवा को ठीक कर लिया, पानी को ठीक कर लिया, तो फिर हमारे को ठीक करने के लिए कुछ बचता भी नहीं है। बस दैट इंस्पायर्स। हाँ, एक वन थिंग मोर आई वांट टू टेल यू, शायद मैं अपनी बात पूरी भी नहीं रख पाऊँ। अनुगुण दैट श्रीकांत विल टेल अबाउट इट। You tell, then I will tell Shrikant about Anugun, that brand we are coming up with.
Okay, Anugun is a brand which Bioenzyme Entrepreneurs Academy is launching Anugun as a brand, where these are range of biofertilizers which are exclusively targeted at the agriculture segment. So we had the banner right now. I mean, it's just fallen off there, Anugun banner. If someone can just get the banner. Meanwhile, Nageshji, would you like to say a few words about this panel discussion? Yeah. So, officially would you like to launch? So that is Anugun brand. It was his brand, Anugun, but he doesn't sell anything, so he just transferred it. He said that you start using Anugun as biofertilizer. So in this particular platform, Anugun as a brand, as biofertilizers has been launched here. So thank you.
Rest I will tell you. Why Anugun? Why the name is Anugun? So I'll not.
No, it's an emotional thing. Yeah. Yeah, so his father's name is Anup Chand, so Anu, and his mother's name is Gunamala. So Anu, Gun. And these two words are so in synchronization with the concept of bioenzyme, Anu, Gun. So the character of, these microorganisms. So that's how he named the brand. Yeah. So thank you so much. Over to you, Nagesh Vyasji. We would like you to say a few words before we close the session, and we have the valedictory function, and we will be distributing prizes.
सबसे पहले तो मैं आपको सतीश जी के लिए सब लोग को खड़े होकर ताली बजाना चाहिए और उनको ये बताना चाहिए कि उनके इमोशन में वो अकेले नहीं हैं, हम सब उनके साथ में हैं। उनके इमोशन के लिए हमारी तालियां, हमारा डिवोशन और कंट्रीब्यूशन हमेशा उनके साथ में रहेगा और जैसा उनकी फैमिली को सपोर्ट है वैसा हम लोग भी उनको फैमिली की तरह सपोर्ट देंगे, ये हम उनसे वादा करते हैं। सतीश जी आपको बहुत बहुत बधाई। और सतीश जी के इसी अणुगुंज को मध्य प्रदेश शासन की तरफ से हम लोगों ने एक एमओयू किया है और हम लोग टेक्निकल जो काम है आज मैं डिस्क्लोज कर रहा हूँ, वो टेक्निकल काम हम इस अणुगुंज और साइल सोल और बीए के अंडर हेड में कर रहे हैं और उसके बहुत अच्छे रिजल्ट्स हैं। और आपको आने वाले टाइम में हम आपको न कि हम लोग इसका रिसर्च कर रहे हैं, हम लोग आपकी सारी प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करेंगे। और ये जो मेरे साथ खड़े हुए हैं, एक बार फिर ताली बजाना पड़ेगा आपको कि ये जितने भी हैं ये बीए के हीरो हैं सारे। ये एंटरप्रेन्योर नहीं है, ये बीए फैमिली के सब लोग हीरो हैं और हम लोग इनको उसी तरह से रिस्पेक्ट करते हैं, हम उसी तरीके से कर रहे हैं क्योंकि ये लोग प्रॉब्लम नहीं कर रहे थे, ये लोग बता रहे थे कि आप लोगों को कौन कौन सी चीज़ों का प्रॉब्लम फेस नहीं करना पड़ेगा और आगे किस तरीके से आप प्रॉपर ट्रेवल करके सक्सेस की तरफ जा सकते हैं। छोटी छोटी चीज़ों को इन्होंने किस तरह से ध्यान दिया है और किस तरीके से उन्होंने अपने आप को इस मुकाम पे लाए हैं जो आपको रिसर्च करने के लिए, डेवलपमेंट के लिए और अपने प्रोडक्ट को मार्केटिंग करने के लिए आपको बहुत मदद मिलेगी। और ये सारे लोगों को मैं बायोएंजाइम एकेडमी की तरफ से बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूँ, शुभकामना देता हूँ और मैं इनको वादा करता हूँ कि जहाँ पर इनका हाथ रुकेगा वहाँ हम लोग इनको साथ देंगे और हम लोग इनको कभी भी पीछे नहीं आने देंगे। ये लाइन बढ़ती जाएगी और हमारा जो काफिला है वो पूरी कंट्री में एक नया एग्जाम्पल देगा। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सबका। और आप लोगों के जो जिस तरह से आप लोगों ने हमको यहाँ पे सुना दिन भर, ये आप लोगों का ही जो हमारा उत्साह बढ़ाया है आप लोगों ने, ये हमारे लिए बहुत बड़ी जिम्मेदारी का काम है हमारे लिए। ये हम इसको मेंटेन करेंगे और आगे लेकर जाएंगे। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
We request you all to please be seated. Once we finish the valedictory function, we can move on to the snack area. Do we don't have? Okay, shall we clear the stage, please, so that we can have the valedictory function? And I would like to inform you all that Bioenzymes Entrepreneurs Academy has been supporting an initiative called SOTO, Switch Off, Turn Off. So tomorrow is Earth Day, as a part of Earth Day celebrations. We all pledge that we will switch off our lights and turn off our taps at 5 p.m. tomorrow. For a while at least, you should ensure that you don't have your taps dripping, because we have been consuming too much on this particular planet, and it's our responsibility to give it back to the nature, because the environment is our responsibility, that we have loaned it from the future generation, and we have the responsibility to give it back with interest. And help us all to support this initiative, SOTO initiative, by Enzymes Entrepreneurs Academy of India. Thank you so much.
One more, our silent hero, Pooja Deshpande. She handles so many lumpy cows, and she done an excellent job. Please listen her experience.
Thank you, sir. Actually, I started learning about bioenzyme after I had a very bad experience at my home. My 1.5-year baby was having skin infection regularly. Once we started treating him, it was okay. Then again, it used to reappear. So I started learning about natural cleaners. I came across Srikanji's videos on YouTube. Then I started learning. Satish ji is one of the biggest guide who guided me and boosted my energy at every stage. And through that I connected to BEA, and all of us are here today enjoying our togetherness and celebrating it. And one such incident again happened. I happened to be from a very small place. It's Sirsi, Karnataka. And we have a cow breed called Malnad Gidda, or the dwarf variety. And their cow is treated next to Go Mata. Like we call her Go Mata. Next to our mother, we treat her. And we don't give any chemical thing to it. So once the lumpy outbreak was there, we could see death rate was very high at our place. This time the lumpy outbreak was into the desi variety of desi breed of cows. So with the guidance of Preeti ma'am, we started distributing bee samples across our town, and we received very good response. And if possible, Shruti, yeah, so we are happy to announce that we cured 900 plus cows with our bioenzyme experiment, and it was a self-volunteering experiment, and we received a lot of appreciation from the government, as well as we are into incubation at Navik Nivedi. It's an incubation center in Bangalore, and I hope there will be a bio product for a veterinary and cattle section, which will helped us heal the open wounds and control pests, as well as sanitize the goshalas. If possible, please have a look at our video. These are the Malnad Gidda variety. You can see the lumps over there. We used to get regular calls, and the situation, the photos are very few of them, because we were not in a condition to click photos. The conditions were very worse, and these are only few that we had. You can see the infection and the legs. There were literally huge holes on the skin of cows. it was a tough time, and you can compare it to corona in humans, to lumpy in cows. This is one of our transformations. Her name is Naga. And we would like to thank Dr. Rozukun and Preeti ma'am for helping us to carry out this experiment. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So she has been doing a remarkable job, and she's been appreciated by her district collector as well some time ago. So are we ready with the valedictory function? Okay.
Hello everyone. We have had the privilege of listening to the experiences and expertise of our esteemed speakers across the day. Their thoughts have been truly inspiring and have shown us the immense potentials of bioenzymes and what they can do in various fields. The discussion has also highlighted the crucial role that innovation and entrepreneurship play in the development of sustainable solutions, and the importance of collaborations between industry, academics, and government in achieving our shared goals. We have had 72 papers presented across the day on various topics, and we have few winners that we will be announcing. So may I call upon stage Professor Suresh Ment, Director in Academy for Administrative Careers, University of Mumbai, Preeti Rao ji, and also Sri Nagesh Vyasji, co-founder, Alliance for Rivers in India, founder trustee BEA. I also want to call upon stage Ujjwala Jadhav, madam. Please come here. Where is she? So before we announce the winners of the paper presentations, may I call upon Professor Suresh Man to speak a few words, please, before.
Thank you, madam. Dear all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, all the participants from the different area of country and outside of the country also, all the student friends and staff members. This is the really, I feel proud as a director of this Academy for Administrative Career, organize this kind of event. I would like to really congratulate to the Dr. Bhupendra Pushkar and his madam. Yes, a big clap should be the Bhupendra Pushkar. He has actually kept that the proposal to organize this kind of international conference in our esteemed university, and I today seen that the really dedication of the all that the who are working exclusively in this field of bioenzyme. I like that your contribution, and as a professor of economics, I really believe that now whatever is happened in the globe, which is going to demoralize to the that all the essential articles, essential need, it's essential that the commodities or all the natural resources which are going to much damage. But at this time, this is really need for the world, not for the only country. Whereas we need to save our earth, we need to save our land, water and all natural resources with this kind of initiative. So really, whoever contributed in this one day international seminar or conference, it would be much useful for the society. This is the kind of moment we today here discussed through the panelists, through the experts, through the all dignitaries. And I think given the lot of inputs to the people's newcomers in this field, which is essential from the inaugural session, whereas the participants, participated panelists talked about the various things and they had given the ideas, and I would like to again appreciate to the Priti Rao madam, president of this Bioenzyme and Entrepreneurial Academy of India. She has also given a lot of efforts in this organization. At the end, I will later on say my vote of thanks formal, but in the first panel, inaugural panel, all the like Praveen Daradeji and all the other Rajiv ji, Padma Shri sir, Kale sir also has motivated to us for the use of sustainable things in the world. And also Rajiv ji talked about that the sustainable development goals and other things. So I think all that the gatherings has given a lot of things and conversations in this field of the bioenzyme. And as I think you all were spent this day will be really memorable to your life. And you, I think, come up with the more of and that movement, as that last panelist said, that is required to come with the large scale, and it should be implemented in the coming policies, and that definitely the present government taking initiative with the natural farming, organic farming and with the sustainable development goals. So I think in this movement we should come up with the more ideas that is required for the save earth, save that land, water and all this kind of natural resources. So I think I wish you all the best for your future careers in this field, and I'm really thankful and glad as a director of this academy. I'm really happy from the behalf of the Mumbai School of Economics and Public Policy, as well as from the Mumbai University, to see you here. I'm much thankful from my bottom of heart. So thank you. I'm stopping here. Wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful words. So we have the names of the winners now. All these papers are a part of the souvenir which will be presented to all the members attending the conference. And we have picked the best 3 papers who will be duly awarded with a memento. So may I call upon Dr. Ujjwala Jadhav to present the first the award. So the best paper presentation, 3rd prize has been shared by 2 people. The first name is Romil Dagha, and the other is Preeti Kumari. The second best paper presentation goes to Ankita Rajesh Shikre. Okay. And the first prize for the best presentation goes to Shanti Patidar. Shanti Patidar. Is she here?
Can someone collect it on her behalf?
Yes. Okay, so Nagesh sir is collecting the thing. Congratulations to the winners. So we have one more category, that is the best presented innovative research paper, that goes to Akash Vankade. Congratulations. First prize. So there is one more. And we also have the best innovative researcher, first prize, that goes to Pooja Deshpande. The second prize for best translational research goes to Harshal Jadhav. For best translational research, first prize goes to Suhashini Kalyani. The best paper presentation, third prize is again shared by one more person, that's Dr. Seema. Please come on the stage.
Dr. Seema.
It's only written Dr. Seema. Yes. And also Meenal. Sorry, this is the third prize for best innovative researcher. Meenal? Okay. So I call upon Jyoti Swamiji from BEA to give the vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. Very short and crisp vote of thanks. First of all, I would like to thank the Mumbai University. There is the Department of Biotechnology and Academy for Administrative Careers, and the Society for Innovations in Bioscience and Bioenzyme Entrepreneurs Academy of India. Apart from the organizations, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the university faculty, the dean, the registrar, and the entire team for extending their support to make this G20 summit a grand success. We never thought that we will be able to hold one such event, all the way people flying from different parts of the country and meeting here. And though it is one-day event, but yet it was a grand success. So I would like to thank each one of them. A special thanks to the volunteers tirelessly who have been working, right from the student volunteers to the faculty who have been supporting us. And they really managed the whole show here. It could be the support staff, the sound system, seating arrangements, the food, and the snacks that was provided. And the kind of accommodation that was provided to all the outstation participants who are here for the last 3 days, and other facilities that was created here. It could be right from printouts to the other things. And apart from the university members, there are a couple of people that I would like to thank here. We have Mr. Gangadhar Reddy, who's come from Hyderabad. He is part of Heartfulness Initiatives. He was here as one of the jury members who took care of the panel session here. Thank you very much, sir, for coming over. Yeah. We also have students and faculty members from other institutions in in Mumbai, in and around Mumbai, who have come here only for this event. And they've also participated in the event, and a couple of them have secured some prizes. Our congratulations to them and thanks to them as well. Sorry, one interference. So the certificate for Best Translation Research is awarded to Ms. Yashasvi. Is Yashasvi here? Yashvi. Cynthia? I don't think she's there. So we also have our advisors of BEA, Ms. Snehal Donde, Mansi Bal was here with us. She handled the sessions. We have Mahesh Ji, who's one of our founding trustees here. Sri Nagesh Ji, Satish Jain Ji, who's also our advisor, and Dr. Arun, who's come all the way from Tanjore, who also presented his paper here. So thank you very much, sir. So altogether, thank you very much for helping us create this atmosphere. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, there are a couple of names that I missed out. I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, I would like to extend gratitude to Shruti and Amog, our young volunteer, who managed the whole technical thing here. They were of great support. Without them, I don't think none of the PPTs would have been visible on the screen. So thank you, Amog and Shruti. Thank you, Prachi, for comparing the whole event today. Prachi is our Karnataka Wiki president. And all the other Wiki members who came here and extended their support and solidarity to make this event a grand success. And if I've missed out somebody, kindly pardon me for that. But definitely, names not mentioned, but our thanks goes out from the deepest of our heart. Thank you very much and hope to see you all very soon. And good evening. A small felicitation to and thanksgiving to the members on the dais.
A big thanks to Shri Dr. Bhupendra Pushkarji. We all are assembled here because he's one of the pillars who's taken this initiative in organizing a G20 summit on environment, sustainability, and bioenzymes. Thank you.
Thank you. Once again, I'm here to just express formal vote of thanks. Already Jyoti Madam has given and Srikant also given. But once again, I think big clap should be for entire team is coming, so big and clap should be there for the entire team who has taken really efforts for the success of this program. And I would say that really you enjoyed and graced this occasion with your active participation. And really thank you. All this if you are just please go there and take a one good group photo also. We really proud because of this all efforts, joint efforts. We get now that end session as a valedictory session of this one-day international conference in the University of Mumbai, which is organized. Yes, big clap now of whole I think yes, they are deserving. They are really deserve yes. Yeah, this is I think Satish sir, really you just graced the occasion with your emotions and this, yes, with the spray. So I think Abhi, thank you everybody, and thank you to you all for the